I think this is something any couple that's going through this or a single person going through this does need, as Andrea says, their support network around them. So although you may be curious, although you may have just an insatiable desire to know what's going on, you really need to simply be present, be considerate, do 10 times the listening and so much less the talking and less the questioning, and take the lead of the individual. And that is the best support you can possibly give. You can't ever say, I know exactly what you're going through, if you've never gone through it. That's insulting too. So watch your phrasing and simply be a good listener and be compassionate.
I agree with Thomas. I think anything someone's thought of in terms of advice, why don't you this, why don't you that, have you tried this? If you've been through this for years, you have thought of everything. There's nothing someone's going to tell you that, I never thought of that. You're never going to, of course I've thought of that, you want to say to the person. But my biggest, and this is one message I'm trying to get out with Pregnant-ish, this is as much a relationship issue as a medical one. It affects relationships in the deepest way. The relationship you have with yourself, your body, your partner, if you don't have a partner, your date, your community, your workplace, your friends. It's hard when your friends get pregnant when you're on an infertility journey, and I've learned you can actually hold two emotions. You can be happy for your friend and sad for yourself, and that doesn't make you a bad friend. So it's a relational issue, and I really want to break the silence because it's affecting so many people, and it's very stressful. So I want to just say to any listeners who are navigating this, you are not alone. I think it's really a matter of sharing what you're comfortable with and with a close circle of people who can support you. The more people you tell, the more people are going to follow up, and that can be really stressful when you're on a long journey. And this, again, isn't just for heterosexual couples. Singles are navigating this. They're freezing their eggs in record numbers. LGBT navigating this, looking for sperm or egg donors. These are intensely personal decisions, and it's really up to you to create those boundaries.
But I think for most everyday couples navigating this, I think there are so many pitfalls that you're going to be dealing with on a daily basis to suddenly have to be putting it out on Twitter and Facebook and putting sonograms out there, and then you know, you're happy one day and then things don't work out the way you. I think there's so many uphill battles that you're going to be facing. You don't want to be broadcasting it to some people who perhaps you met once at a party and are not even in your close circle of friends.
And on the flip side, I totally agree with Thomas. On the flip side, I know people who have kept it only to themselves and only in their partnership, for instance. That's also very stressful because you're both going through, if you have a partner, a very stressful time. You can't always lean on each other for support. So whether it's a clergy member, a therapist, close friends, or family, you should find those people to confide in so you're not navigating it alone.